Good morning. It's about 7:30. My name's Christina Shivers. First I want to say thank you to everyone who has been very supportive and understanding to the situation that I've been going through. This is pretty much part 2 of Ancestry DNA and how it tracked me all the way back to my father, and hopes to build a relationship with the entire family. There are several of you who have reached out, which I was really surprised and did not know had a similar background. Today I'm meeting with someone who can help out with some more genealogy and help me really understand my past and the history there, which I'm really excited about, and I didn't expect that to happen either. Working on my say it a lot, including our business videos and everything else. So I'm excited to see what this will bring and see what's going to happen so I figured out the timeline a little bit better. Results came out pretty quickly. I actually reached out to his stepbrother first. He's a cool dude, drummer, rocker. Yeah, he was very, very nice. Didn't have very many answers for me, but he was very encouraging and very inspiring. He's got a pretty cool, rad little daughter too. She's younger than me, but he's just a cool dude. And I reach out every once in a while and still talk to him. I think he's pretty cool. He actually reminds me of my brother and my brother's persona on my mom's side. And me and my brother get along pretty well. And I don't know, he just has that cool vibe. I reached out to him first. I remember driving to my grandmother's house, and I remember seeing that picture, and I'm like, holy crap, there's got to be some answers. He was the first one to respond. And so by the time I get there, I'm still talking to him, and he can see the resemblance. I sent him a picture, kind of a side-by-side of me and her, the aunt that I had found previously. And I sent him a picture, and I was like, hey, this is, I'm related to her. And of course they assumed it was the husband too, her late husband. But we realized real quick that I'm not related to her husband, I'm related to her. And that's where the timeline started. Learned a lot about chromosomes pretty fast with the way that worked. There I go with again. Need some more coffee. I just remember getting so excited. My adrenaline was pumping with him even responding or even saying anything at all. That was really cool. There I go again. It was almost like this puzzle piece. I can see why archaeologists do what they do. I can see why historians do what they do. I enjoy history. I enjoy the scientific, like how things were back in the day. I don't know. I enjoy all of that. It's exciting and exhilarating, and just that knowledge to know. The difference now is it's about me and my experiences and what I've gone through. I will also say that this entire experience has brought me so much closer to my mother. There was a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. I didn't believe her. And I mean, it's hard to say that now, but I didn't. It just didn't make sense. Things didn't add up. But even now that we have gotten this far, and she's been 100% supportive on it, after we realized who it wasn't a particular person that she had avoided. After we realized and dug further into it, it started to make sense why she said the things that she said. And that's her story, so I'm not going to dig into it. That is her personal business, but it makes sense. And she was telling the truth. I mean, she's digging, it was the 80s, so I mean, she's digging from memories that are over 30 years old. And I didn't even have the right information when I first started looking. When I first started messaging everyone, I was there, and I'm just, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna add everybody. When I found out the maiden name, I just started adding every single one of them. I don't regret it. I have talked to several of them, and I'm very thankful for that. It's hard because I want to go into those details as well, but at the same time, it's not fair to the other people involved. This is their history too, and their stuff too. So I won't go into certain details. But that pretty much triggered this fire when I reached out to that uncle. I would say he's an uncle. I think he's pretty cool, and I would want him for an uncle. There's no blood relation, but who cares? That's not what this is about. This is about finding your lineage, and he was part of that, and that's really cool too. And his daughter she's a little spitfire, and I love that. His response lit a fire because I got somewhere and I was starting to get answers. I still didn't get all the answers. I still didn't get enough answers, and I still don't have all of them, but that's what this is all about. This is going to be the journey. So today I'm meeting up with I would say she's a genealogist. I don't know her title correctly, but after I posted my video, she reached out, and she's excited to help me figure out some more stuff about my past and find more history and see what we can pretty much dig up. And I'm excited about that. Turns out my grandmother, which would be on my father's side, doesn't know where she came from. She's passed. It's been quite some time now, but she doesn't know where she came from. And I want to find out. I also want to find out, because I have another uncle. He's a favorite. I can't say I have any other favorite uncles yet, but I talk to him quite often. A lot more than the others, obviously, but I feel like we're building a relationship. He's got cool little daughters, young ladies, and his wife is pretty rad too. I like her. And we'll just talk for a couple hours, and they just have great personalities, and this little circle of, you can just tell there's love there. You can tell that family has a lot of love to give. He found out some stuff about himself because I reached out. He assumed that I was his daughter, and he was like, hey, yeah, I had fun back then. It could be, yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna try to keep these short-ish. I don't know if I'll post this one. This is kind of just talking, but there's gonna obviously be more. I felt like this was a good opportunity. Sun shining, up at a decent hour, working on that. I will say that everyone who has watched this and commented and reached out to me, whether it was personal or even on the feed itself, has been really inspiring, and I can't thank you enough for your feedback, and I'm just gonna keep talking about it. And the amount of weight that is off my chest right now is unreal. It feels good. It feels right. And hearing about the other stories where some didn't reach out or didn't want to reach out or whatever their choices were, I mean, it's not too late. It's really not. Yeah, I'm 30. Yeah, he's been gone my whole life. But who knows what would happen moving forward. will say another friend when I met, and hopefully I'm kind of want to get her on here because I think it would be really cool to just talk about it and our experiences and just document it. I don't know how she would feel. I'm going to present that to her. We had just met through networking, and she's inspiring. She is a boss. She is a mom. She is a hard worker. She's fire, really. And I love her. I think she's amazing. But we were just chatting, and I don't even know why. It was almost like I had finally talked to someone or talked to a person in general about this. I've held on to this for almost 2 years, and if you know me, yes, you've heard about it. Otherwise, I pretty much kept it to myself. I may have talked about it a lot to certain people, but I'm not. It's fine. So I pretty much had mouth diarrhea when we were talking. We were just getting to know each other a little bit, and we found out we had a lot of similarities in our past and who we are. So when we're talking, it turns out she had a similar situation where she didn't know who her dad was, and she ended up reaching out, and now she has a relationship with her and him and his entire family. And that is another set of fuel to this fire, and why I am doing this. Whether I'm a messenger or whether this has an end for me or a beginning, really a beginning, I don't know. But I think it's going to be an experience nonetheless. I will say my confidence today is huge compared, and that's thanks to y'all for responding, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Ooh, I have 5. Y'all have a good day. Take care. This video went a little bit longer, but I'll get there. I'll pinpoint it. Or I'll just do this. I don't know if I'm going to post again tomorrow or today or in a week or a month. I have no idea, so stay tuned. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.